All right, everyone, I couldn't put this at the end of the video. I forgot to do so. So future me is ringing in here before you see the video. You're not going to understand what this is going on until the very end of the video, but I'm going to recapture it ahead of time. So a little bit of spoiler. You're going to see this at the end of the video, but I do have extra savings challenges that you will see in a long-term binder. I have 2 quarters. That's going to go towards a quarter savings challenge that I'm doing. I have 1 nickel. 1 dime and 1 penny. So with that being said, you'll see that at the end of the video. I will let you know I do not have a nickel savings challenge, and that penny savings challenge is going to go towards my Christmas. I will go ahead and get me a nickel savings challenge, but I also have now a dime and a quarter savings challenge. So just to recap real quick, the nickel, dime, and quarter savings challenge will go into a long-term binder that I plan on doing. I talk to you about that at the end of my video. And then that 1 penny is actually going towards my penny savings challenge. That is after the month of December, right after the pet savings challenge and the decor savings challenge for Christmas. It is in my binder today. So sorry, I forgot to do it at the end of the video. So now you're going to get it at the very beginning. All right, video's up next. Hey everyone, and welcome back, y'all. We are back with our holiday and celebrations binder. It is Tuesday, January 17th. I am not organized, and the more I'm cleaning in my room, the more I'm missing things. So with that being said, I have set a few things down, misplaced them, can't find them. It's a whole ordeal over here, y'all, and I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but every time I move something, because I need a more structured and organized situation, I end up causing chaos and I can't find anything. So I'm going to continue working in my room and finding the items that I need to find, because one was for today. I have not found it yet. I'm sure it's around here, probably close in front of me, and I can't find it. It's not on my desk. So with that being said, we are putting on hold the scratcher for today for the 1,000 extra that is going into this holiday and celebrations binder, because I can't find my scratcher. It's here, y'all. It's here. I just don't know where it's at. So, and I've got a couple extra things I'm going to show you that I'm going to throw on board. It's not going to be in today's video, but I am going to show you some things I am working on. I am going to create a binder that is going to be probably an extremely long-term binder. Slow and steady, and I do mean very, very slow. At this point, the hair will beat the turtle. But with that being said, it's just some extra things I wanted to put in play for future savings challenges that I can't create and do this year, but I can create the binder and do over an extraordinarily longer period of time. So we'll talk about that here shortly. So for today, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I feel like they're thicker than what they are. 50. Oh, hold on. Oh, Lord. Here we go. 5, 10, easier. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and $85 worth of fives. I was asked this week by a subscriber if I would go into depth on how I determine how much I put in my cash stuffings. I will try to make a video if I can this week explaining that. So that was 85, 95, 105, 115, 125, and 135. So with that being said, y'all, I will do my best to try to get that video done. I do need to re-record my pantry, my freezers, my upstairs pantry, and my upstairs cabinets for you, since that video got deleted before I got it updated and got it on YouTube, which drives me insane. I've made some changes to this binder, and y'all, I thought I had it all together, what I thought I was going to do for January. I was pretty much locked into what I was going to do, and as soon as I was locked in, I was trying to climb out of the cage, so to speak. So I'm probably going to be making changes throughout this week and maybe even into next week, because I'm just not set on the way that I thought I was going to do for January. Y'all, January's been a whole mess for me already. I'm not kicking off the year very well when it comes to consistency and when it comes to being able to do the things that I want. I am just all over the place. I feel like I'm a tornado. So that's why I'm trying to get things here in my house in place so that I can get my budget and my life on track, because I didn't expect to fall off the track this soon in the game of 2023. So you'll see I changed all of my envelopes back out, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with my Budget with Emmy binders. They're just too dark. I want y'all to be able to see these trackers, which, yeah, we haven't updated yet. But, y'all, I plan on working this week with this. With the kids having holiday and me having holiday, I mean, we really went on a holiday. And I don't know if I've come back from that holiday, at least mentally. So I am changing the trackers, or I'm keeping the trackers, but I'm changing out the envelopes. No biggie. The Budget with Emmy envelopes are sitting off here to the side. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with them for right now. They're just going to sit to the side. But I am going back to these envelopes, which I don't particularly like, because the zippers break real easy. And if you have them closed and they break, you can't get into the envelope, and then you got to bust open the envelope. However, with that being said, these are super duper cheap zipper binder pouches or envelopes, and they're see-through. So it makes it easier for you, makes it easier for me if I need to put it on my scanner and be able to see which envelope I'm on. With the Budget with Emmy binders, I couldn't do that. I needed to pull out the tracker, whereas here I can just slide it underneath my CCTV and I can see it. So with that being said, January all the way through May has come back to the forefront. Now, January through May of 2023 is already fully funded. We are already going to go ahead and start funding 2024. The reason that I've pulled these to the front, even though they're fully funded all the way through this year of 2023, is I want to get a jump on 2024. I want to start working ahead. And if I'm only putting little bits amounts in at a time, then so be it. I can put in little bit amounts over a longer period of time and still meet my goal and not have to shuffle in bigger amounts to try to catch up. I don't want to play that catch up game. It's just not, it doesn't work well for me. So I did bring January all the way through May to the forefront, and we're going to start going ahead and stuffing those today. So January is the birthday month of Philip and Jessica. I am going to make a little change. I'm not going to give them as much money this next year in 2024. I think $200 is a lot of money to be giving kids for a birthday present. Not trying to cheap them out by any means at all, but they also need to learn the understanding of budgeting, and they don't like that aspect. I got kids that don't like the budget. So birthday cake, anything for their birthday, transportation-wise, food-wise, cake-wise, money-wise, is all going into this envelope. And we are starting out with $5 for Jessica and Philip. Now, they do have their birthdays coming up, so they do have things that they've already gotten for their birthday. Jessie already got a new Stealth Beach turtle headset. I think that's what it's called. And it's all Bluetooth wireless gaming headset that she got already in. Philip got 2 books. And they're both science books that he wanted. He also got his mattress topper in that he absolutely wanted to have. So that came in as well. And a couple other things as well. We are going to Golden Corral. We're going to wait until February 3rd to go, pending if we get any SNOW or not. That's the bad S word around here. So with that being said, everything for Jessie and Philip for birthdays are in here. This is also going to double as... well, no, I guess it won't double as a New Year's Eve party. That goes in December. Never mind. Scratch, I said that. February already has $20 in here because it won in the last week's what month should I put the next money into for the scratcher. Again, Alicia, don't come after me because I can't find that scratcher, but I promise y'all it's around here. I've got a bunch of Alicia scratchers, by the way. So we'll be diving deeper into that. Once that scratcher is done, if I still have time left in the year, we may go for another scratcher. So we are going to put 5 into February. This is not a really big situation. It's Valentine's Day. I get my kids candy and dinner. So believe it or not, for February 2024, they are already up to $25. Now, the money for January has already been pulled for the kids for this year, for 2023. It's already in the bag and ready to go. Philip's birthday is on the 25th. Jessica's is on the 31st. Philip will be 12. Then Jessica will be 13. March is my mom's birthday month, and for March, we are putting in 5. Now, if you see these trackers that I have in here by Useful Creatives, what I am doing with these trackers is I am going to try my best to meet the goal that these trackers have. I only need $100 for my mom for her birthday. But anything that goes in here afterwards can roll over to the next year, and or I can use it to pull out of these envelopes and put it into other envelopes if I feel the need to bulk up other envelopes because they're not quite where they need to be, and it may be coming closer to those months when that happens. We will see. But this is for March of 2024. So I'm already a year in advance before I need to be doing this because we're only in January 2023. Same thing with April. April's for anything for Danya. 2023 is taken care of. 2024 is going to be $5. Now you guys know that she is going to want that computer coming up in 2023. Her birthday is at the end of April on the 29th. With that being said, she is going to go ahead and forfeit the $200 that she's going to have, and that's going to go towards the price of the very expensive and pricey laptop that I will be getting for her. So it's going to have all the bells and whistles and all the things that she wants on there. That way she can get off the computer that we have in the living room because she likes to occupy that a lot, and Jessie likes to occupy it a lot. So I'm going to have the computer in the living room refurnished. It is an older computer, but it is fine. Believe it or not, knock on wood, it is fine. And it's roughly about 8 or 9 years old. So I'm going to have it refurnished for Jessica so she can have it as her desktop. And then I just have to worry on getting Philip a desktop computer, which he and I can double and share just fine. I don't usually get on computers that often, but when I do, it's just for a matter of a few minutes and I'm back offline. So with that being said, anything for April for 2023 has already been taken care of. Danya will be for birthday gifts. I should say birthday money instead of birthday gifts. It's also for her birthday cake, her anything eating out wise, transportation, all of that. So that is April for 2024. May for 2024 is going to get $5 in it as well. And my mom is taken care of for May of 2023. I will give her $100 transferred to her account. For me, each one of my kids will end up with $50 a piece. I'll take them to Walmart. They can shop for me, or if they feel free to want to shop on Amazon, things of that nature, they can do that too. But they're going to get a $50, that's it, limit, because I want them to budget. I mean, if these kids had enough money in the world, they would go out and get me everything in the world, and I don't want that. I want them to learn how to budget and learn how to get gifts on a budget. So this is for May of 2024, hoping that I can reach the outcome on this. I shouldn't have a problem with that. I am over a year in advance, again, for this month as well. All right, June is what we're still working on for 2023. And right now, June has $90 in there. All right, guys, I will try to get these trackers updated. I told you, I'm having a rough time of it this year already. I am falling so far behind. I've got so much going on, and I don't know what I'm going to do. But I need to sit down with my kids. We need to color in these trackers. I can tell you right now, there is $90 in here. I already have $150 in my Capital One 360 for my grandson, who will be 4 on June 5th. I am working towards getting my father's side done first for Father's Day. 90 is in here. This extra 5 makes 95. The next cash stuffing, I will have my father done, and then we'll be working on my current husband. When I say current husband, it's not like I'm going to get a husband after him, y'all. That sounds really bad, but my husband, I should say. So with that being said, we'll have 105 until we can complete this. So by the time I add the 150 plus the 100 for my dad plus the 100 for my husband, that's in combination with the 150 for my grandson. That'll be 350. I think the title up here for the amount is 375. I will put an extra $25 in so that I have that extra 25. Again, I can feel free after I get everything taken care of in June to move that money around as I need and or want to. July, my father's birthday is already in the bag for $100. I have $100 towards food and items for drinks and things of that nature for 4th of July. And y'all, I don't think I'm going to need no $100. But that's what I had already previously saved up. So now we are working towards fireworks. Now I have 5 that's going in. I will say we still have a bunch of fireworks from last year. We have like half of what my ex-husband bought when he bought fireworks. He is not responsible for fireworks at all this year. I will be doing fireworks. We're not even going to ask him to do fireworks this year. So I'm going to take care of it. So I'm not going to spend more than $100 total for fireworks. I don't like fireworks. My kids like it though. So I'm bending over for them to be able to have it, not just be able to see it in the air, but they're little pyromaniacs, let's be honest. So that is July. Now, like I said, I have fireworks downstairs, and I have got a bunch. So if they still work really well, we may not have to spend money on fireworks. We shall see. August and September are the 2 months that I can just put money in. These are buffer months. I can pull from it for whatever I want for holiday purposes only. It's got to be from this binder. I can't pull it and transfer it to another binder. No, it's not going to happen. It's going to stay in this binder. So there's August, and September's getting a 5 as well. Same thing with September. It's a buffer for anything within the months of January all the way through December, including things such as the penny challenge, my anniversary, pets, all of that stuff. So there's September. October is definitely my pet's birthday month. That is Jaya. She is 4 years old. She is a epileptic, or I should say she has epilepsy. Half dachshund, half chihuahua, known as a Chiweenie. She's beautiful. She's ornery, and she thinks she's the center of attention. If the world doesn't revolve around me, it revolves around her. That's how she thinks. Then I have my amazing golden. Now, Jaya is a very, very dark chocolate, almost looks black. And Tucker is my little golden chihuahua. And he's very small, and he's very calm. He's patient. He's happy. And he just turned 9 on October 1st. And Jaya turned 4 on October 31st. So this is for their birthday supplies, which means stocking them up on homemade treats, stocking them up on a little extra for their homemade dog food. Y'all, I am still working towards getting them off dog food completely and giving them a warm morning meal right now in the morning, and then working on towards getting them a warm meal at night. Y'all know I did the farmer's dog for a while, and it was great. Jaya was having some issues because she can't have turkey and she can't have chicken, and the problem with that is I think it's just too protein packed for her. And she was having bathroom issues, let's put it that way, without getting TMI. So she is on lean ground beef, 90% lean or leaner, because she also has pancreatitis, and no salt added vegetables such as carrots, green beans, broccoli, things of that nature. She also can eat sweet potatoes, and just the way I make my dog food in a crock pot, and then I blend it up so it's like a mixture of partly chunky and partly mushy dog food, so they can still have to chew, and use their teeth and all. But I am also going to be going back to getting the DIY packs from the farmer's dog, so they have the nutrient packs, which is the vitamins and essential minerals that my dogs will need while they're on their homemade dog food. And that's what I'm planning on doing this year, is making a change 100% over to that, hopefully by July. So we're working towards that. So $5 is going in here for doggo doggies, for birthdays and stock up treats and maybe some toys, which they have 50,000 toys. I don't need any more toys thanks to my mother, but she keeps sending up toys. Not only that, it's also for my kids to get candy for Halloween, because we do not trick or treat anymore. So we just go out, and this year, as I've told you before, we're going to go out and buy bags of Halloween candy this coming year. And you guys are going to go with us. They already have their pumpkins. Y'all, they've had their pumpkins since they were like wee little babies. Their first Halloween pumpkins, they have them. And then we're going to get frozen pizza this year. We're just going to make it easy, get some soda, get some frozen pizza, and have a movie night with scary movies, ghost adventures, things of that nature. So that is October. November is my daughter's birthday. She's going to be 25 years old this year. Oh, that's my eldest. She's getting a 5. Now, I do give her cash for her birthday, and she does get $200. But you see that November has the highest amount out of all these envelopes. I would have thought it would have been December, but Useful Creatives decided that November is going to be the highest. I am not going to give her that much money. I am going to give her $200, and the rest of the money that will be in here, hopefully I'll make it to that mark by then, we'll roll over to December's Christmas, because Christmas is a lot more expensive. All right, talking about Christmas, we are in Christmas. So Christmas is getting a 25. So let's go ahead and grab a 10 and grab a 5. So that's $25 for Christmas. $25 for Christmas. All right. After Christmas, we have our pets little scratchers. Now, y'all, don't laugh at me, because I'm going to attempt to do this on my own, and blind people don't work really well with things. I will explain why I have change on my table, because I've always told you guys I don't do change, because I have a chihuahua that wants to eat it. Yes, Miss Jaya thinks she's a doggy piggy bank, but let's see here. Wouldn't it be nice if I figured out which way I was doing this? This is, maybe I'm not in the right one yet. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to make a mistake. And I just made a mistake. I just made a mistake. You know what I made a mistake on? After November was anniversary. So, I apologize. My apologies. Let's go back. This is why I have this the way I have. Anniversary got $25. So, I apologize. No. Anniversary got $15. What am I thinking? These are 10s. If I said 25, scratch what I said. I'm going to go back and correct myself already. See, look at me. I'm on it now. So, anniversary got $15. I apologize. Now, I'm working towards Christmas. Look at me all messing up myself. Yeah, I'm not redoing this. So, Christmas is going to get a 10 and a 5. $15. So, let me correct myself again. $15 for anniversary, $15 for Christmas. I knew something didn't look right when I pulled that out thinking I was going to scratch that. And I was like, there's not a spot to scratch on it. All right. See, I'm catching myself. I'm getting better, y'all. When you have to memorize each and every one of these, it does not make it easy at all. Okay. So here's my pet's little scratcher thing. Let me find something on here. Let's do this one. Don't laugh at me, y'all, because I can't see what I'm doing. I'm putting my finger here so I know which one I scratched off. So let me finish scratching this off, and then I will show you exactly the one that I scratched off. And you guys probably saw the amount before I did. Okay. I had it sideways, y'all. Okay. The amount is $17. Okay, let's do that. My dog's gonna have a really good Christmas, y'all. $17 right here. This is the one I scratched off. So, $17 it is. Sure. 17, 14, 8. Okay. Make sure that I had that right for. Okay, looks like I did it right. Let's hope I did. Let's hope I wasn't scratching off one that was already pre-scratched off. Y'all, I can't see. So, we don't have 17. We have 15. So, let's go ahead and do 15. And the reason I'm not really worried about that is some of these other ones I've already put a little extra in because I put a little bit more than what it was on there because I did not have actual change. I can make change, but it's a pain in the rear from somebody who's visually impaired. So, that is for the doggy Christmas. All right, this is for extra decor for us. Now, I do want to buy a black Christmas tree this year. I know, you're all looking at me like, a black one? Y'all, green is just too normal for me. White gets dirty really fast and looks like a ghost Christmas tree, right? Yeah, okay. So that freaks me out. So I'm going to get a black one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get those mini colored lights and I'm going to wrap it around it. My kids and I do not have a Christmas tree. We don't have Christmas lights. We don't have all the ornaments we used to have because I loaned them out and the person never brought it back. The person moved and that is what it is. So we're not going to worry about it. We're going to put a 5 in right now. I'm going to have to do this challenge quite a few times because it's going to cost us more than $50. We're okay with not having a Christmas tree. We're okay with not having certain things. Not a problem in our house. But with that being said, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, my kids said they want a Christmas tree. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Okay, it's not a big deal for me. Let's go ahead and do it. Me, I could go without a Christmas tree, but my kids don't want to go without a Christmas tree, so we're not going to go without a Christmas tree. All right, the next one is the penny savings challenge, y'all, and we are like, don't quote me, but I think we're like in the $80 range right now. Again, I need to sit down. I need to take a break from life and do what I need to do with getting my trackers updated because I am so far behind on my goals. And y'all, my goals may be changing just a little bit. You're going to see that here in a minute. I don't know why. Penny challenge is going to get a 10. If I complete this challenge super duper fast, which looks like I will be completing it very, very quickly at this rate. If I keep going at this rate, it's all good. As soon as I complete this, it's one less challenge I have to put money into, and then I can add more money to another challenge that's in here. For example, the decor, okay, because it's going to cost me more than $50. This tracker comes from Budget with Emmy. Absolutely love everything that she has and what she does in her shop as well on Etsy. So $10 went into the penny challenge. The next one is one that was given to me by Kira at Budget and Grow, and it's a snow challenge. So I thought, you know what, it's suitable because Christmassy time. It's supposed to be snowing during Christmas. It did not snow during Christmas, and I'm okay with that. Again, I'm going to try to do this on my own. My kids have been doing their homework and things of that nature, and they're on break from homework right now. So let's go ahead and scratch whatever this one is. Now, I don't think I could cut this down in size like I wanted to. I'm going to try to scratch this top one off here. So let me scratch that off because I don't know how much of it I did get scratched off. See if you guys can see it or not yet. If you can't, give me a second. I'm going to scratch this little bad boy off and make sure that we have the amount on it. This makes it really hard for somebody to do when you can't see exactly what you're doing. Hey, Jesse, are you available real quick? I need you to scratch something off for me. I don't know if I'm not doing it right or if I'm having a rough time with it. You see this one on this side here? Scratched off, yeah. Can you scratch that off a little bit more?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to have Jesse help me with y'all because I cannot do it myself apparently. That's got a really good scratcher. It doesn't want to come off.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the amount?
It's you were good. You got $5.
Is it $5?
Yep.
All right. So our first one for the snow saves is $5. Thank you, Jess. And for this one, I think that I am going to put this one as maybe some hot cocoa. This is going to be part of our hot cocoa savings, y'all. It could also double up as our eggnog savings. I don't know if this will actually give me enough to do both. My kids are very big eggnog fanatics and hot cocoa fanatics. So $5 is going in. But once again, I could not resize this down. I was afraid I was going to cut things off. So this is not quite the A6 size. It's just a tad bit too big. It will fit in the envelope, but it will also end up scrunching it up and things of that nature. I don't want to do that. So that is my snow saves. My next one is our Sweet 16, and that is for Danya and Jessica, who will be 16 a year, not even a year apart. They are 9 months apart, y'all. And so with that being said, $15 is going into Sweet 16. This is towards any money that I can put towards helping them with our down payment for their vehicle. It's not something I'm going to pay completely fully for them, but it's something I'm going to work on helping them with. They will have to have responsibility for themselves as well when it comes to vehicles. Mommy is not buying their first car or is paying for their insurance or that, but whatever I can say between now and the time they turn 16, that is what we're going to do. So a little bit of things that we changed was I put January through May already to the front because we're stuffing for 2024 for January through May, and then June all the way through the rest of the challenges for celebrations and holidays is in there now as well. We're going ahead and stuffing every single envelope. Yes, I made a couple of mistakes, but I caught it. I'm proud of myself for at least doing that. All right, so let's talk about the new binder that I do plan on bringing on board. This is going to be a much lengthier binder. I haven't finished all the things that I wanted to do with it, but I am working on it. And I will say, after I gave you guys my expense sheet yesterday, I did purchase something else from Etsy. So this is something that I think is going to have to be a work in progress because I am such a huge supporter of Etsy shops that for me not to purchase off Etsy, I mean, I'm already doing it for every single month when I do my Jordan Budgets Savings Challenge giveaway for the starter set. But everybody keeps mentioning things and I keep wanting things. And if you saw the savings challenge amounts that I have, you'd be like, stop buying savings challenges. But Reinventing Renee had this shut the box challenge, y'all. And excuse me, frog in my throat here. So I went ahead and purchased it. It's not 2 pages, it's 1 page, but one is going to be laminated. Y'all know I laminate every single savings challenge I have so that I can go back, find it in my binders, and reprint it over and over again. I could also just find it in Etsy and reprint it all over and over again, but I don't want to do it that way. I like to just use my binders and just do it myself. So one of these will be already laminated by the end of today and put into one of my binders. And the other one I will be using. This is going to go into a very much work ahead binder that is not going to have a set date for when it needs to be finished, because it's also going to deal with dice, and this one does deal with dice. So I saw this from Golden Girl Budgets, and yes, I'm going to blame Tracy for making me buy this. Now, she did message me and said, offered to buy it for me, and I was like, girl, I bought this. But this wasn't bought until after I did my expenses yesterday. So I will go back, I will pull the happy face sticker off of number 16, which was yesterday, January 16th, and I will put a $2 charge on there. But this comes from Reinventing Renee. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a binder that is going to be a super duper long-term binder, which means I will stuff it when I can and if I can, and if I have any funding to do so. So this will be part of that. This could be something I could do over and over again, because this isn't a very long-term challenge, but I still want to add it in there. So I'm going to make a dice challenge bundle, and it's going to be in a binder, and anything that's in there is going to be dice related. So that is one item that's going to go in there. I do have a Monopoly board as well. You guys seen that one? I'm not going to use that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save it for a future giveaway. And why? Because I wanted a full board, and I thought that's what that was that I had. It is not, and I'm okay with that. So in a future giveaway, I will be giving that away, because I went to Budget with Ira, and I purchased, and this was not too long ago, so, you know, yeah, I purchased something else. I purchased a Save-Opoly board from him. It is laminated. I don't have it with me right now, so I apologize. Like I said, I'm moving things around, and when you're visually impaired, like 90% blind, when you move things around, you have a problem, because now I got to go back and find it. So I will show you that this week before I close out the week on that as well. So that will be going in there as well. And then I have, you all know I had the penny challenge, but I leave that in my holiday and celebrations binder, because that is working towards Christmas. And I may still continue to leave it in here, but I do kind of want to move it to the savings challenge binder. But at that same time, it's not a longer term. That is a Christmas one. So for right now, it's going to stay in my holiday and celebration binder. Another one that I already had on board is the 10-cent savings challenge. So instead of doing a penny a day, that's doing a dime a day. And y'all, that's a lot of money to save up. That's over $6,000 to save up, okay? So this is going to be a very much longer term, and it's got all the days down here, all the days. Now, at the very bottom of this page, it cuts off, but I can pretty much go back and find out what the amounts are and write them in. And it goes day by day all the way to 365 days, just like the penny challenge does. This is just a tracker that I had from, I believe it was Nika Digital Studios, I believe. Don't quote me. If you want it, let me know, and I will get it for you. She also has the penny challenge this way as well. I have many different versions of the penny challenge, so I really like the way that this is actually set up, to be honest with you, because you can just click off the ones that you can actually do. And yeah, it may take a little longer to do some than it will take others. But I have, I have the dime savings challenge there. That is going to actually go into my roll the dice challenge as well, because it deals with money, obviously, so it needs to be a savings challenge. But anything that is money related like this, dice or things of this nature with nickels, dimes, pennies, things of that nature as well. I know that is not dice related in a sense, but I want to throw that in there with the dice challenges as well. So I have 2 dice challenges. One will be the Save-Opoly that I have so far from Budget with Ira. I will put in this one from Reinventing Renee. And then I am going to add in the dime savings challenge. Again, it's not going to be exactly what I need to do, but I think I can turn this into a dice savings challenge. Just hold tight and I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. Just to have fun with it. This saves me nearly $17,000, and this is the quarter savings challenge. You see why this is going to take a while? Because I can't save $17,000 for just one challenge when I got so many challenges to do. The reason I have a ton of savings challenges is because I have kids, y'all, and my kids are needing something all the time. I have pets, and I need to save up for pet emergencies, for pet things and things of that nature. If I didn't have children and I didn't have fur babies, which I've always had fur babies. Then, you know, when my kids do leave the house and they're responsible for their own clothing, they're responsible for all their other stuff, I'm only responsible for gifts for them, then my savings challenges will start to filter out on certain items and other things will start to filter in for focusing areas when I become an empty nester. So this is going to go into the very, very long-term savings challenge binder as well. And when I get this done, when I get this one done, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it because I don't know yet. But I wanted to show you these as well. These I already had, the quarter and the dime. And I also have her penny savings challenge if I wanted to track it that way as well. But I have Jordan Budgets one and I like that for right now. And then they're reinventing Renee. And again, I will show you the Monopoly board that I got from Budget with Ira. And I'm also thinking about, I was going to throw the bingo challenge into the situation with Danya for her computer. And I think I'm going to bail on that and put the bingo one in here. So different kind of gamey type challenges like this. I think I'm just going to create a whole binder and do a very long-term binder. Once those binders are done with those amounts, then maybe I'll change out for new ones or I'll decide to redo it again. So yes, I'm making changes already again. I'm not being consistent. I'm just feeling like the direction that I was going in isn't the right one. And y'all, at any given time, you can change your mind on savings challenges. You can add, you can take away savings challenges. You can recreate binders. You can move binders around. You can do what you want because it's your budget, your lifestyle, your money. Do it your way, your finances. So I just want to bring that on board and show you that because I don't want to confuse y'all because I'm already confused. And if I'm confused, I know you guys are already confused too. So with that being said, questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, you can throw them down in the comment section down below. If you have a savings challenge that you know is absolutely free and you want to pass it my way, please do, because I'm always heading out for new free savings challenges. If you have an Etsy shop and you want me to feature your savings challenge on my channel, please feel free to pass that on with donation if you'd like to. I'm trying not to buy as much on Etsy, but I think when it really comes down to it, I don't know if that's a realistic goal for me, again, because I like to support Etsy shops. And I thought kicking it off in 2023, I was going to be able to do that. But there was a lot of people that came on board and was like, I don't know, girl, if you could do that. Because we see savings challenges from you all the time from Etsy. And you're always showing us something new. I don't know if you could do it. And maybe my headspace wasn't right. I was maybe making an unrealistic goal. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a limit of $20 per month on myself for Etsy. That's it. No questions asked. Except for Jordan Budgets, which we're still working on that high school binder, and I'm going to touch base with her and find out where she's at in that process right now because I outsourced it to her. But she's not only going to create it, she's also going to go ahead and sell it on her Etsy as well. So that amount will already be taken care of in that, and so is the label from Hands and Bands that she's creating for me for Danya's high school binder. So that is two items that is already not going to be in the $20 budget because I had already preconceived those amounts already to the side. So with that being said, from here on out, $20 is now going to be a limit for Etsy for me. Instead of a no buy for Etsy, it's going to be a low spend on Etsy. And trust me, for me, that is a low spend. So questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, once again, leave it down in the section below in the comment section. And side note, one more thing. If I don't spend that $20 on Etsy, I have the ability to roll it over to the next month. So if I want something a little bigger, I'm going to have to save for it. All right, y'all, we are out of here. Have a good day. Without Limits is out.